Hi guys, good morning. Today we would discuss the chapter of degree. Here, degree refers to either quality or quantity of an object. An object, whatever qualities or quantity an object is supposed to keep, can be identified through the use of a degree. It is only degree which tells us about the quality and quantity of an object in a sentence. And there are three types of degree in English grammar. First is positive degree, other is comparative degree, and the last one is superlative degree. And we would take one by one here. First of all, we would take a positive degree, the use of positive degree in English grammar. Positive degree refers to a type of comparison in which two objects are supposed to keep in the same category or quality. It means two objects are supposed to take place in the same quality, in the same quantity. It means if one object is better, another object is also better. We cannot demonize or we cannot eradicate the quality of one or another. We cannot dehumanize things here, but we are here to see two objects in the same quality, in the same quantity. This is the positive degree of objects. But in case of comparative degree, when we are talking about comparative degree in English grammar, in case of comparative degree, two objects are kept together. But here, the main purpose of comparative degree is to show one object is better. One object is better in comparison to another object. The rule of comparison is applicable in case of those objects where we have two objects, one is in better condition and another is not in better condition. So we can make a comparison in two dissimilar things. We cannot make a comparison between two similar things. Always comparisons are made in dissimilar things. Similar things don't require any type of comparison. So they can be kept under the category of positive degree. But where two objects are not similar, and we have already told you that comparisons are made in two dissimilar things. So in case of comparative degree, we use comparative words. In case of positive degree, we use positive words. But if we talk about superlative degree in English grammar, in case of superlative degree, our main focus is to notify or to rectify only one object among a number of objects. It means our main focus is on only one object which is the best, and all the other objects are not best. Our main target is to take only an object which is the best. Here nothing is to be compared. Here there is only one object in the form of best. So if we are going to choose one out of a number of objects, then we can apply the rule of superlative degree here, because we are supposed to choose one object. We are supposed to choose only one object out of a number of objects, and our main focus is to notify that one object in the better position, and all the other objects are not in better position, only one object. Our main focus is to show only one object, and this is called superlative degree. In case of superlative degree, here is not a comparison. Here is not a comparison. Here is only one thing to highlight one object in the better position. Only one. Only one. We are not comparing two objects. We are taking one object in a better position. We are taking one thing in the best position. So comparisons, the rule of comparison is applicable only two things, to show one is better and another is not better. But the rule of superlative degree is applicable to show only one object in the best position. We are not making a comparison between two objects, but we are focusing on the one object in its better condition. In case of positive degree, we are using two objects. Although we are using two objects, but we are not going to compare to both the objects to one another, but we are showing the qualities. We are showing the qualities of two objects, and whatever quality and whatever qualities one object is supposed to keep, the same qualities is equipped by the another object. So here we are not talking about any type of comparison, but we are showing a positivity, as both objects keep the same quality. So let us take some examples to clarify these facts in English grammar. If we are talking about positive degree, here we want to take some examples of positive degree. If I say Sita is as beautiful as Geeta, here we are not comparing these two subjects to one another, but here we are displaying the qualities of both the objects in the same way. Sita is as beautiful as Geeta. It means both the subjects are beautiful in the same category, in the same quantity, in the same quality. And no one is better to one or another. So here the rule of positive degree is being applied in this sentence. So if we talk about comparative degree, in comparative degree we take comparative words as good, better, best. Good is a positive degree, better is comparative degree, and best is superlative degree. So good can be used in case of positive degree, better can be used in case of comparative degree, and best can be used in case of superlative degree in English grammar. If I say my pen is better than yours, my pen is better than yours, or my pen is better than your pen. So In this sentence, here is a comparison. Here is comparison between two types of pen. One is of my pen and another is your pen. So here is a comparison, and my pen is better than your pen. It means my pen seems to have extraordinary power and your pen doesn't seem to have an extraordinary power. So my pen is better than your pen. This is the comparative degree. If I say this pen is the best, this pen is the best, this is the superlative degree, because here we are not making a comparison between two objects. Our main focus is to show only one object in its better position. So this is the superlative degree of English grammar. So we can say that in case of positive degree, there are two objects. Suppose in case of positive degree there are two objects and both keep the same quality, the same power. But in case of comparative degree, there is no such condition. In case of comparative degree, we find a comparison between two dissimilar things. In case of positive degree, we find no comparison. And when we find a comparison between two dissimilar things, as we have already known that comparisons are made not between two similar things, but between two dissimilar objects. So in case of comparative degree, we compare one object to another object just in order to show its better position or in order to show its poor condition. But in case of superlative degree, there is no such condition. In case of superlative degree, one object is supposed to keep at the top level, and our center of attraction is that object. So I repeat, in case of positive degree, there are two objects and both the objects are supposed to keep the same quality, the same power. But in case of comparative degree, we have two objects and one object is supposed to keep more power rather than in comparison to another object. But in case of superlative degree, there is only one object which is supposed to be all in all. So I would like to include the whole of the chapter now here. In English grammar, positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree, these three degrees are used. But remember, here we want to focus on some rules. First rule is of similar comparison. Similar comparison. It means similar comparison here refers to not the qualities of similar objects, but we are referring to subjective case of similarities. We are not referring to the objective case of similarities, but we are referring to subjective case of similarity. It means if we are going to compare a subject with another subject, then the form of the subject must be same. For example, if we are going to compare two subjects, First is subjective pronoun and another is subjective pronoun. So here comparisons are being made only between two similar subjects. We cannot use first subjective case of pronoun and after it we can compare objective case of pronoun. We cannot do it. If we are comparing a subjective pronoun with another subjective pronoun, then it must be focused that both are the same subjects. It means if for example if I say I am as tall as him, we cannot say I am as tall as him. Here the comparison is applicable between two subjects. First is I and other is he. We cannot say him because comparisons are made between two similar subjects. Qualities. If we are talking about the qualities may be low or high. It is another matter. Qualities can be higher level or lower level, but subjects are the same. We cannot compare subjective case of pronoun with an objective case of pronoun. If we are comparing subjective case of pronoun, then next we want to keep subjective case of another pronoun in the sentence. So we can say I am as tall as you. I am as tall as he. We cannot say I am as tall as him because him is an objective case of pronoun and we are comparing one subjective case of pronoun with another subjective case of pronoun. If I say I am as tall as he, this is the positive degree of comparison. Because in case of positive degree of comparison, two subjects keep same qualities. This was the case of positive degree. But when we are talking about the cases which occur in comparative degree, in comparative degree, we want to take some examples. I admire Ram more than he. I admire Ram more than he. This sentence is right. If I say I admire Ram more than him, here this sentence too is right. If I say why both the sentences are right, here this is the question. And I want to clarify the fact that if I say I admire Ram more than he, I admire Ram more than he, this sentence is right. If I say I admire Ram more than him, these two sentences is right. Because in the first sentence, he is working as a subject in the sentence. But in another sentence, him is working as an object in the sentence. I repeat, in the first sentence, he is working as a subject in the sentence. And in another sentence, him is working as an object in the sentence. It means I admire Ram more than he. Here, two subjects are working here. First subject is I, another subject is he. But in the second sentence, when I say I admire Ram more than him, I admire Ram more than him. Here, two objects are working in the single sentence. First object is Ram and another subject is him. But in the first sentence, there is only one object. there is only one object which is supposed to be admired by two subjects. First is I and another is he. But in the second sentence, there is only one object. There is only one object, and that is supposed to be admired by both the subjects, I and him. So we can say that in this sentence, I admire Ram more than he. Here, Ram is working as an object in the sentence, which is being admired by I and him. I and he. Sorry. Here, Ram is working as an object, which is being modified by I and he. Here, I and he both are admiring Ram. But I admire more and he admire less. But in the second sentence, I admire Ram more than him. It means here there are two objects. One is Ram and another is him. And both are supposed to be admired by I. I admire Ram. Ram is the first object and him is the another object. And both are being modified, both are being admired by I. By me. Sorry. So, in this sentence, in the first sentence, Ram is working as an object and there is two subjects. First is I and another is he. And both are supposed to admire Ram. But in the second sentence, when I say I admire Ram more than him, in this sentence there are two objects. First is the Ram, another object is him. And both the objects are supposed to be admired by me. In another sentence, I love chocolate more than him. I love chocolate more than him. Here, subject is one, I. There are two objects. First is the chocolate and another is him. Him working as an object in the sentence. It is an objective pronoun in the sentence. So we can say that here I working as a subject in the sentence. I is supposed to have two objects. First is the object in the form of chocolate and second is the object in the form of objective pronoun him. And I is working as a subject in the sentence, give his preference to chocolate. I is supposed to give its own preference to chocolate more than him. It means I likes chocolate more than him. But in case of another sentence, I like chocolate more than he. Here there is only one object which is being liked by two subjects. First subject is I and another subject is he. And both are supposed to like one object in the form of chocolate. So we can say that if in a sentence there can be one subject and two objects. And there can be a subject and more than one object. But in another sentence, there is two subjects and one object. If I talk about two subjects, first subject is I and another subject is he, and both like chocolate. But in the first sentence, there is only one subject I. There is only one subject I, which like both chocolate and him. But I, working as a subject in the sentence, is supposed to like chocolate more than him. So we can say that in any type of sentence there may be one subject and two objects. There can be two objects and one subject. It is the matter of sentence, which type of sentence is supposed to take place in the sentence. So we want to take another example. My parents scold me more than he. My parents scold me more than he. It means here there is two subjects. First subject is my parents, another subject is he. And me is working as an object in the sentence, which is supposed to be modified, which is supposed to be affected by first by parents and secondly by he. Here parents and he both are working as a subject in the sentence, and there is only one object in the form of me. So I would like to conclude the whole of the class. In comparative degree, there can be a subject. There can be a subject and more than one object. There can be two subject, or there can be more than one subject and a single object. So I would like to close the class now. We would meet in our next class. Thank you.